Yep, and that's where we left off.
And then Chuck tried to show Howard the recording, and Howard's like, I don't know if you can use that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we got some Gene stuff. This is all being recorded right now, so we're live.
Oh, hi, everyone.
Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to the Roundabout Cast Journey with Jimmy. Watching more Better Call Saul episodes. It's been a hot minute, but it seems like we remember all the key stuff.
I just can't wait to see more Jimmy.
Well,
I wonder what's going to happen to Walt.
I want to see Jimmy wiggle.
Yes. What will happen to Walt? All right. Real quick, let me
Walt
see
will
if, because last time the desktop audio wasn't recording. Remember that fun?
Oh,
time?
Jesus. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you mean in our podcast or in the last
Yes.
bit? Okay.
Oh no. If a Journey with Jimmy episode had that, I'd probably not be here anymore, guys. Just keeping it real.
Fuck.
I'd probably be dead somewhere. All right. Let's watch Better Call Saul.
All right.
Remember that T.
Is Jimmy or just Chuck? Jimmy or Chuck? Jimmy or Chuck? Jimmy or Chuck? It's Chuck.
It's T.
No.
It's T in the dark. Like, what kind of question is that?
Ooh, see that color shift?
You see that?
You see that shit?
We're recording. This is the first episode we recorded since I posted that first one, which means we need to isolate our conversations. Well,
Oh.
I figured out some ways to.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Throw Jimmy faces on the screen. It gets past most censors.
Fucking YouTube.
Bunch of Jimmys.
But I'm glad to know we can now.
And my Jimmy runs deep.
Wow. So was he using an electric heater to heat up that teapot?
Yeah.
It was gas, right?
Well, no, yeah, he uses gas stuff.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
What is Chuck doing?
What is he doing? They're coming to get me. He's been listening to too much Alex Jones. He thinks they're out to get him.
You can't listen to Alex Jones.
Oh,
It's
you're right. It's
electricity.
electric.
He gets the transcripts in the mail.
Yeah, you're right.
Ooh, nice reveal.
Whoa, that's a cool shot. That's really
that-
cool.
Is that Robin Williams?
Yeah, dude.
Joe, he's dead at this point, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Cup of tea.
I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
So wait, is this a flashback to this guy that Chuck now thinks he has his illness?
No. Man, what a theory. We're gonna hold this scene in the back of our mind for the rest of the episode. Scout.
You got the holographic Charizard.
Oh, good. Picked up my Sonic.
You might miss him. I mean, there is the chance, I suppose, that they go out of range, yeah, like that, and then you can't catch up.
Oh, I feel you. There you are.
Yeah. I'm glad that they showed that like that.
Yeah.
So that must mean that there must be someone staked outside his house like all of the goddamn time.
Or somewhat close.
Yeah.
Maybe they do some patrol runs near
Ooh,
there.
he's really close. What is that?
Let's see. I think it was like 5 meters.
They're on Sky Island.
You see a ship fall through? If anything is possible, then it can happen, or whatever that quote is.
And El Camino just falls from the sky.
Good reference, Joe. For things you don't
Mike
even know.
gonna have to choke a bitch.
Oh, there's a technique that you can do with like a camera.
Yeah, it's
like,
called
you make-
tilt shift, I think.
Yeah.
Yes,
and it makes
this is a
everything
tilt
look-
shift.
Okay. Because it makes everything look like little toys. It's kind of really cool.
I didn't know that was a Google thing.
It was in the Google thing.
I thought you said Google.
I said Facebook. The
Yeah,
Facebook
sorry.
review with Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg.
Dead end. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I know what this is.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, we're going there.
Is this where
Remember
people
that
die?
chicken, because that's not the last time you're gonna see that chicken in this story.
Absolutely not. Joe, that's a for Breaking Bad fans only, alright?
I figured.
Hello?
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Hi.
This is also a for Breaking Bad's fans.
For the interview?
Oh, Jimmy McGill. Hey,
Is that Jimmy's stock market?
fuck.
Am I running late?
No, sorry. I'm
Do you remember her, Bradley?
Not a problem.
Yeah, that's his secretary in Breaking
Yeah,
Bad, right?
Francesca.
And
Say, is that a dog I'm hearing? It is? Oh, what's her name?
helps to mention.
Well, I think it's great you let Margaret play inside. It's a hot one out there. Yes, I think it will. It's really important.
This is mostly for Bradley, but I think it's interesting to see how different Francesca is here than she is in Breaking Bad. Where
So much less jaded.
yeah, she's so jaded and done with Saul shit in that show, so you can see things go pretty downhill for her,
Oh yeah.
personality-wise.
Will that be all till 3:19?
Yo, I kind of
Bruh.
want some chicken right now.
Bruh, okay,
Bruh.
let's break
What
that
the
down.
fuck?
Let's
Hold
break
on.
that down. A Pollo's Classic, extra sized with a black coffee is $3.19?
Bruh.
Bruh.
What the fuck?
I wonder if this business is subsidized by any other income.
Maybe. Also, you would think the money would go higher if this is a business of laundering, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I gotta get me a local Pollos Hermanos if it's that cheap.
Well, it's 2001, but still.
I'd still, dude.
So does he know this is the guy he's looking for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the cat in the car. Is he just gonna sit down at the table with him?
He's clearly very good at this. Glaring directly at him.
I know, right?
Okay, the chicken disappeared between shots. Like,
He ate it.
no. I mean, maybe.
No. Yeah, give me that shit.
Give me that.
The whole basket away.
Fuck Jimmy. This is the worst thing he's done by far.
Oh, he's seeing to see if that guy like dropped something off.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the chicks at the table back there looked at him like, what the fuck?
Can I help you?
How did Mike get Jimmy to do this job again? Was it just like, hey,
He just called him and be like, hey, you want to do crime?
I got
He's like, yeah.
They've done enough stuff together where it's like, yeah, I'll help you out.
Perpetual back scratching. Ooh. This must be a really weird episode for Joe, because so far this episode has been Breaking Bad callback after Breaking Bad. It's even like that scene was excruciatingly slow to build up like this tension release to where you meet Gus, because you know it's gonna happen.
I'm just like, is he gonna fucking cut Jimmy's head off from behind or something?
He might.
He might.
And for Joe, it's just like, who is this man? Ernie's dad? Maybe I'll give you a Gus one-on-one off-screen later, but yeah, and Francesca's in this episode. So far it's been a lot of Breaking Bad stuff.
Wasn't that the meaning from the last titles? Was that it said Gus returns or something like that?
Frings back
Ah.
is what they said.
All I got's a 20.
Fine, whatever. All right. I'm your lawyer now. If anyone asks me what I know, we have confidentiality.
Okay, so Bradley,
Yeah.
as you'll recall, when we first meet Saul in Breaking Bad, he does the same move to Walter and Jesse. So
Yeah,
where
and he
he
also
picked
does
it
the
up.
same in like the first 1 or 2 episodes of this show with the hot Kettleman bitch.
With the retainer.
Yeah.
Well, no,
He tries to take the bribe.
no,
as
that was a
retainer.
bribe. This is more like a
Well, what he's saying is that
give me $1 so you can be honest with me, basically.
Okay.
Which is what he does with Walt and Jesse in the first episode we
Yeah.
meet him.
Okay. We'll figure this out.
Yeah, I know.
Damn. We haven't really seen Jimmy this down.
Thank you for your
Yeah.
patience.
He said
probably really hurt. Like, he confessed to doing that because, like, he's like, oh man, like, my brother is actually losing his mind and is really hurt. So I'm gonna confess to doing this horrible crime. And he's like, oh, wow.
That was all lie.
My brother set me up into confessing. But at the same time, like, Jimmy set his brother up because his brother set him up because he set his brother up.
Oh, my brain. But there's also... Kim's position here is interesting, too. Like, she has a personal responsibility here because the whole reason why she has Mesa Verde is because of what Jimmy did. So there's, like, a damage control angle that now she has to play so she doesn't feel guilty about the fact that she got that job through this. So this is just all messy.
I have the most recent.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I'll join you in a minute.
Okay.
Look at that stock market crash.
Right. So I want to finally talk about this wall. Gotta keep moving my goddamn mouse. Well, Netflix, come on. Well, whatever, you can see it. So the wall, first of all, like Joe and the characters have pointed out, it's a stock market crash, which is funny. It's maybe prophetic, but I want to talk about the colors of this wall in particular. These shows use colors a lot, and in Better Call Saul, warm colors and gold colors and yellow colors are usually used to symbolize, like, crime, for example. And blues are used to symbolize, like, order and law. So you'll see a lot of flashbacks with Chuck bathed in blue. You'll see blue and, like, Mexico in general in this universe is bathed in gold. So just Mexico as a whole is crime, I guess. But I like the symbolism of this Wexler-McGill logo being divided by gold and blue, the two colors of this show that kind of show the dichotomy of them, but they're still touching. So it's like Kim's more lawful, orderly world is kind of colliding and merging with Jimmy's sketchier gold. Just something to keep in mind with the and I'll bring up these colors whenever they come back up. But yeah, there's a lot of symbolism to this wall, and more still to come.
That's like a good kind of double layer talk there, because I feel like Jimmy's also talking about, like, this,
their relationship.
This whole relationship, this whole idea isn't a bad idea. He's like, no, it's not.
Yeah, Kim, like, she's in it. Like, she's not as weary of Jimmy as we think she should be. Like, she's very supportive of their stock market crash potential.
You okay?
I can't tell if he's more rattled about the fact that Chuck tricked him or that he might get caught.
What are your thoughts? Like, you really don't have any leaning? Bradley, do you suspect one way or the other?
The initial vibe I got is that he was more hurt because Chuck tricked him.
Yeah. Well, we will find out one way or the other. I want to touch on how clean this is a little bit later. I don't think it's quite this scene. Nope, it is. Okay. Have y'all noticed the technique he's been using this entire scene?
The one that he used to, like, tear down the what's it called? The Faraday cage? The tape?
Yeah, actually, it's not the one he used. It's the one Chuck taught him. Where he's using both thumbs to do it slowly and correctly. And look how clean it's coming off. It's like Joe's commented multiple times on how nice the logo looks. And in this shot, you really see it. But then you also see Marco's ring in the same frame.
Why is Jimmy staring at his thumbs for so goddamn long?
And he rips it off in one go. And it's crooked. Oh, I love this show so much. Oh, every frame a painting.
I'm gonna go burn down Chuck's house.
And I mean, we don't have to. Well, we don't have to say it immediately, but it's like, okay, I was doing it Chuck's way there. In fact, doing it Chuck's way is also like it was respectable. This whole episode, his elderly law business has been respectful and respectable, And at the end there, at the very end, he has to just do it quick, and as a result, it leaves it crooked. And if that's not a good analogy for Jimmy as a whole. Yeah, sorry. Stealth 100.
Yeah, no.
Like a shitty James Bond.
Patrick Fabian has good physical comedy with how rigidly he moves.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Ida from My Hero, where he's just like a block human. And there's that man from the beginning.
He's got the same disease as Michael. Or
No.
Chuckle.
No.
Sorry.
Indeed. How can you be so sure? Howard, I know my brother.
Just go.
So,
I can
okay.
steal it.
To summarize, in case y'all didn't catch that all, so the opening scene was this private investigator in Chuck's home at night because he's been expecting Jimmy to break in to get the tape, which means he played the tape to Ernie, knowing that Ernie would tell Jimmy because Ernie is Jimmy's friend and Ernie's easily manipulated. So
Yeah.
that was the use of the tape, just so Jimmy would break in, and he's like, "Oh, no, we can limit it to night because I know my brother. He'll break in at night."
Oh my god.
Open the damn door, Chuck! Open
What's
the
even
door,
funnier
man.
is that like Jimmy all last season had this like conspiracy theory about how Chuck was setting him up to do these sort of things.
Yeah.
And now Chuck is literally trying to set him up to do a crime.
All right.
And forcing Howard to trespass on people's property.
Right, and that's right. That's also why Howard had to. Yeah, that's true. Howard broke crimes to do this, which is very convenient for Chuck to overlook, huh?
Chuck!
Yeah.
Open the door! Open it now! I swear to God, Chuck!
Jimmy.
You take me? You asshole! Oh, my brain used to work. I'm sick. I don't know what to do. Asshole! No wonder Rebecca left you.
Woo.
Oh my
Took so
god.
long. Oh. Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Huh? For this, you destroyed our family? You have me now? For what? Is that all there is, Chuck?
Production evidence now.
That's all there is? How'd you make copies, huh, Chuck? Tell me or I'll burn this whole goddamn house to the ground!
I was right.
And there it is.
Jimmy got Colin.
Boy! Oh, that last scene. I love that last scene so much. Bob Odenkirk's acting in it is phenomenal. He's so angry. Oh,
Dude, he acted the shit out of that.
He
And
acted the shit
Chuck's
out of that.
con was just a setup for a con.
yes. I gotta hand it to Chuck, man. And he knew, like, he knows, like, the way that these brothers know each other is so sad but telling. Like, they know every little detail about each other and how they'll react. Like, Jimmy knew that switching those numbers would be the downfall of Chuck, and Chuck knew that, like, leaking the tape to Ernie would cause Jimmy to break the law and break into his home. Now, Jimmy is a little more unpredictable than Chuck, which might be a foreshadowing because he wasn't able to tell that Jimmy's gonna show up in the broad daylight to do this, which why would he? But here he is. Oh, I'm very glad we got to this episode because now we have this set up for season 3 of 2 witnesses that just witnessed Jimmy breaking multiple laws right there. And how are we gonna get out of this one, gentlemen? I don't know.
We say Chuck is crazy and out of his mind.
Well, that's one strategy for sure. But yeah, that was the episode. What did y'all think? Did y'all like the episode? Where did y'all think it's going, etc.?
I like the parts where things were happening. I like the ending a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like, well, like you said before, there's a lot of just references to Breaking Bad. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
But I
this
understand.
was an episode that is setting up. It is setting up characters from Breaking Bad are going to start becoming very important in Better Call Saul, and this is the episode that is setting that into motion. Predictably. How about you, Bradley?
God, like the final part of this episode was so good. Like Chuck is such a powerful villain for Jimmy right now.
I know Chuck. We'll talk about Chuck as a villain in a couple of episodes because I just think he's one of the most interesting villains ever because he's so different from what you would consider a villain or an antagonist. But it's the closeness to Jimmy and how they can get to each other that makes them such a good protagonist and antagonist. But I think that's good for this episode. Join us next time as we watch Sunk Cost, episode 3. See y'all then.
Bye.
Bye.